is a process of decisions podcast. This is Trent Thomas, your recovery peer support specialist. Tonight's episode is entitled Gratitude in Recovery. Gratitude is defined as readiness to show appreciation for and to return kindness. Thus, gratitude is an action word. It requires action and supplication. The definition of readiness is the state of being fully prepared for something. The act of preparedness requires aforethought, proper planning. Inner thought or planning is determined by a deep-seated movement of empathy or caring about someone other than oneself. To care about others nurtures the thought of being thankful for one's own state. To give back, one must first be in a position to give. To give, you must first have something to give. To teach, you must first have learned something worthy of teaching. To subtract, you must first have added. You cannot subtract 1 from 2 until you first add it to 1. You must first have to be a student before you can be a teacher. Early in recovery, I was in a rehab facility and my son was arrested. I immediately packed my bags and said I could go get my son. He's locked up and I got to go see about him. After having my bags packed by the door, a fellow member of the facility pulled me to the side and said, "I see you got your bags packed because your son is locked up. I must ask you though, what do you got packed in those bags? A bazooka or some dynamite? Are you going to blow him out of jail? How are you going to get him out? What you probably will do is what you always did and get you some drugs and a drink to help you deal with the situation. Then you will get what you always got. In fact, you may end up locked up right along with him. If you really want to help him, show him there is another way out. To help your son, you must first have a door for him to knock on when he is ready for help. Only by staying here and working on yourself can you help him." That one statement totally reversed my thinking on helping someone other than myself. I learned to first help myself. To love someone other than myself, I must first love myself. That day I had to accept instruction and learn better so that I could do better. I am grateful for that instruction. I am grateful for the God of my understanding to put me in a situation where I was presented better choices so that I could make better decisions. That decision changed my life and had me on a road set in recovery, a road of better choices resulting in better decisions and thus receiving better outcomes, more rewards and less consequences. A road that has me receiving increasingly better and better rewards, rewards beyond my greatest imagination. I serve a limitless God, and with my God, there is no limit to what my God can deliver in my life. There is success in good and bad decisions because success is derived in the journey, not the destination. With this in mind, God presents different situations that must be dealt with, and it's how they are dealt with that determines the path or journey I must follow on my road of recovery. Some feel increased amounts of wealth as success. However, wealth has its own detriments. You can make good or bad decisions because of sudden wealth. I follow a slogan that states, "Be careful of what you ask for. You just might get it." For example, if one asks for a new car, one must be mindful of all the requirements that come along with owning a new car, including increased financial payments and an increase in insurance coverage, as well as additional security considerations needed in protecting this new vehicle. All these considerations must be ascertained and prepared for in order to deal with this request. All our prayerful requests must be accompanied with thoughtful consideration for the realities of certain requests. As with these requests is also the associated gratitude for the rewards that God makes in our lives, as well as the avoidance of all the consequences that don't befall us as well. Gratitude is the permission to accept the rewards that come from God. God blesses whom he wants. Being grateful is our answer to God for his undeserved kindness and grace. You see, we serve a empathetic God, full of mercy and purpose. No one can defy the purpose or will of God. God ordains and it comes to be. His will, his way. God is never, ever wrong. He is, in fact, always right. His will for us is spiritual reality. Our gratitude demonstrates our faith in God and his purpose for us. For me, I wake up every day with a thankfulness to God for giving me another chance to just do better. Better today than yesterday. This is Trent Thomas on A Recovery is a Process of Decisions podcast. Please leave your inspiring comments on transnetrecover.com/podcast. And feel free to follow me on Facebook and Instagram. #TransNetRecover. Thank you.